Pescadero is a picturesque community on the San Mateo County coast, surrounded by nature's treasures, including the immense Cloverdale Ranch, a rich and varied landscape now preserved in perpetuity for nature and agriculture, and the many benefits they provide people.
It's an amazing piece of land. It stretches all the way from here in Pescadero, all the way down to Gazos State Beach, all the way from the coast, several miles inland across these coastal terraces.
Cloverdale Ranch stretches a full 8 miles near this sensational section of the San Mateo County coast. Cloverdale was purchased and has been carefully restored and stewarded by the nonprofit Peninsula Open Space Trust, known as POST. And POST has invested more than $60 million in the effort over the years. All that's been made possible by generous philanthropic support from the community, a gift to all of us that will grow in value in the years ahead.
We've been working out in this landscape for 45 years, and this is one of the areas that we've been working the longest out here on the San Mateo coast.
Dan Olstein is Director of Land Stewardship for POST, which has a remarkable record of preserving vulnerable open spaces by purchasing private land from willing sellers and putting it into the public trust for long-term stewardship, and where appropriate, for public access.
We don't see ourselves as the long-term stewards of the land. Our goal is to work with our public agency partners to transfer it to them for long-term stewardship and management and caretaking of that land in the long term.
It's a recipe that's resulted in the preservation of many iconic and spectacular public landscapes in this area. POST is working towards transferring approximately 6,300 acres of Cloverdale Ranch, land it has protected over the past 25 years, to its long-term public partner, the Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District.
It's a really nice fit. POST often works to acquire these great lands, and then we work with them to then do that long-term stewardship. Our goal is management in perpetuity.
Julie Anderson is a resource manager for Mid-Penn. She supports Mid-Penn's conservation grazing program, which complements the row crops POST oversees in the valley below. One thing everybody needs is water.
This area has a lot of water, and on the coast and all of California, water is always a limiting factor.
Working with the San Mateo County Resource Conservation District, ponds for agriculture and wildlife were built to pull water from creeks here during the rainy season, while leaving water in creeks for fish to thrive during the dry season.
There's enough water to support that conservation grazing program to really manage those grasslands, and there's enough water to support the agriculture that grows nice, clean, fresh, delicious produce that we all enjoy here in the state.
Down a hidden valley and deep into the ranch, reservoirs and wetlands provide even greater diversity.
We're up in the heart of the ranch now. This is an area called Bean Hollow, kind of in the center of the ranch. We're, up over that valley is out towards the ocean, and, that way is over towards the state parks.
All this protected and lightly touched land is a biological bridge linking the coast to inland forests and everything in between. A superhighway for wildlife to travel safely and flourish along the way.
One of the most unique species that we find here at Cloverdale Ranch is the San Francisco garter snake, and it really benefits from a mosaic of habitats. To be able to have this most beautiful snake for generations to come, this site is very important to Mid-Penn for that.
These special species need healthy habitats to thrive. The conservation partners here are working to restore and revitalize areas that need a little help.
This is the floodplain of Buteno Creek, coming out of the ranch and then heading out towards Pescadero Marsh out on the coast.
Buteno Creek is the lifeblood of this valley, but it's flooded frequently and has been out of balance for many years. Restoration efforts in the channel above and in the marsh below have dramatically improved the health of the entire watershed.
I'm really thankful to the Resource Conservation District and to POST as partners with Mid-Penn. They've done tremendous work, and it's really different.
A healthier watershed offers hope that coho salmon might once again return here as they did for millennia. A team of conservation partners, including the Resource Conservation District, has been reintroducing coho into Butano Creek.
It's just amazing the opportunity we have to see the ocean on one side, the forest on the other, grasslands in between, to know that wildlife are moving through there successfully, and that we have clean water for fish, for food, for wildlife like, frogs and birds and everything in between.
Eventually, once improvements have been made and the land is finally ready for the public to explore, Cloverdale will someday be opened for all of us to see for ourselves. In the meantime, it's good to know this ecological gem is being cared for so well, preserving and protecting all the life it nurtures in many ways.
We've given you just a little kind of like teaser, a little taste of it today.
Little appetizers today.
Yeah, that's right.
And
that's
I'm
right.
very hungry for more,
Yeah,
but I'll be patient and watch and listen and just know it's in good hands, and then look forward to more reveal as time goes on.